What's up, guys? It's the Wolf here. For today's video, we're going to be taking a look at Saw X, give my little thesis on what I think of the film. To be completely honest, this isn't the best Saw movie in the world. I'll say that, like, straight off. It's just not, But it is probably the most, top quality Saw film to date. It doesn't feel like a soap opera or those quick cuts that they would always use during the torture scenes. It's much more of a, I don't know, it just seems more professional or serious. Like it actually has a plot line to it that is meaningful to the whole movie. It isn't just like little set pieces or little mini stories like an anthology in a sort of way, like how the older Saw movies, each individual person would be given a chance, at redeeming themselves. This isn't that. This is basically just Jigsaw isn't really giving them a chance. He just wants vengeance, right? And at the same time of this being kind of like a mid Saw movie when it comes to the kills, each kill felt more meaningful. Like it felt like it meant something, So that was nice. That was cool to see some of those asshole doctors and people die, but at the same time, it wasn't a lot. It was more just the nice story that kept me going with it, because the kills weren't really all that interesting to me personally. Some of them were cool, some of them were better than others. I mean, they were all cringy, don't get me wrong, but compared to the older Saw movies, those were gnarly. Those were really some gnarly movies. I was kind of expecting more of that, or just more deaths in general, but this was kind of cool how it was more of a grounded story that followed John Kramer around, kind of like a prequel, sequel, kind of reboot-ish. I don't even know how you would describe this movie, but it's a good time. It's definitely one of the better horror movies in the last couple months. So if you haven't seen it, this is definitely a good one, especially if you've watched all the Saw movies. This one is like top notch. The directing style, the writing, acting, it's all like on a Blumhouse level, and not like, bad Blumhouse. I'm talking like a good Blumhouse movie. And that's really cool. I think that's a twist for the Saw films. I didn't think that was ever really gonna happen. They've always been kind of cheesy. They've always had, like I said, those weird cuts, like when they're, when you got 30 seconds and they have all those, kind of 2000s punkish. I don't even know how you would. It's just obnoxious. But I mean, it's what Saw has always been, but not in this case. Not this case. It's much more slower, and they just show a lot more. I don't know. It's cool. It's a really good movie. I really recommend it, because there's not a lot out, So, and if you haven't seen all the Saw movies, you really don't need to watch, from the beginning on, because it's just, they pretty much explain everything in this film to a good degree, I'd imagine. But it's also kind of like it's a reboot at the same time, because this, I believe, is supposed to be taking place between Saw 2 and 3, or between 3 and 4, I forget, but I think it was between 2 and 3. But nonetheless, the movie is really interesting. The way they dive into John Kramer and just how psycho he is, but how they humanize him at the same time. I'm kind of ranting because I really don't know what else to talk about a movie on torture. Like, it's a torture porn movie, but it's really interesting how they gave John Kramer a really nice, meaningful story, considering this might be the last one, or unless they make another one, but I doubt it. I don't know how things are gonna go, but the movie's doing really good at the box office, by the way, so that's all good news. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought of the movie in the comments below. If you like the change of pace, the change tone, the directing styles, the overall storyline. Did you think it really hit? Do you think the twist was cheesy, or just like you wanted something else from it? Because honestly, I didn't want anything else. I think it hit the mark pretty well. Could they have done more with some of the doctors? Maybe. Could the twist been a little more dramatic? Could have been. I don't know. But overall, the movie's awesome. Cannot wait to pick it up, because it is a good time. Anyway, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to join the Wolf Pack. Peace.
You will want to remain alert.